Good morning, everyone. In today's class, we're going to learn about a new chapter known as developing apps. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about developing apps on your own. One of the most popular forms of programming in recent times in the creations of mobile applications are apps. So, in last chapter, we have learned about introductions of apps. So we have learned many different types of applications in different with different features, specifications of applications. We have seen we have learned about shopping applications, transportation applications, and educational applications and simple application. Many applications we have learned. So how they are creating that kind of applications. Here in this chapter, we are going to discuss about something like that. We are going to learn about creating an app by our own. These applications run on our mobile devices such as phones and tablets. Mobile apps are developed for certain platforms, and the two most popular platforms today are iOS and Android. So, last chapter we have learned about these two mobile operating systems. So, iOS, that I have already explained, the multitasking operating systems of Apple iOS is what that makes the Apple iPhone to run smoothly. And we have learned one browser name known as Safari, where the Apple iPhone will use this Safari browser for browsing the internet. iTunes for hearing music, of playing musics, iMessage. So these iTunes, iMessage is all depend on the iPhone Apple with to perform certain action, to perform certain things regarding that particular operating systems. Here you can see the applications are developed for certain platforms. Yes, that's true. So these application will work on this iOS, means that work along with that only. We have learned that the Apple iOS does not work with a third party system. So the iOS will not support with the Android features of applications. So Android is the world most popular operating system for mobiles. It is owned by Google and powered by Linux. We have learned this. So it works on a wide ranges of devices, and the best features of Android is the ability to customize multiple home screens with of useful widgets and apps. So, app development is the process of designing and coding mobile application in a software development environment that provides some tools to develop the apps. So, here's a question for you: would it not it be possible, awesome, to create one of your own? So, here they are asking about why can't you create one application from your own. So here they have given tools to be used to develop an apps. Let's see to that. The tools used to develop apps are as follows. So here you can see the tools which is used to develop an apps. The first is design window with components. So it tells that in design window, you develop the interface and the look of the app with the help of controls such as buttons, text boxes, drawing, media, controls, and so on. So here you can see the tools: design area, prompt panels, menu bar. So we can see the many tools: buttons, text boxes, a drawing area, media controls, all these things. Here this design window represents to you to develop the interface and the look of the app. The next is code window. In code window, you can write or give instruction to the computer. This is a code window. Here you can write some instruction to the computer. The programming language which is used for you to write a code to develop an app. Programming languages enables you to give instructions to the computer to do a task by writing a code. So programming languages which gives instruction to the computer to do a task by writing a code. If you give the code using these languages, programming languages, so we're giving some instruction to the computer and it will work along with that. An emulator is that a software which appears as a window on computer to stimulate a mobile. Next, here MIT App Inventor is that Massachusetts Institute of Technology that helps the app in it is the app inventor among many app developing software environments. App inventor is widely used to develop apps for the Android operating system. So it is an open source for web application. It is a joint venture of Google and MIT. So it is an easy and innovative platform to introduce a programming and app creations to the beginners. See, we are the beginners. We are going to learn how to develop a application using the tools what we have learned. So this app inventor is a good innovative platform for us to introduce a programming with a coding. We are going to create an application. Next, here in this app inventor was uses graphical interfaces that resembles this scratch programming interface where you just drag and drop components and blocks in different windows to design an applications. In developing an app with an app inventor, MIT App Inventor. So in this, what they have given the objective C, develop an app to display the message. It's easy to develop app in App Inventor. So we are going to develop an app to display some message. So it is easy for you to develop the app in a App Inventor. As soon as you run the app and the app screen appears. So if you want to open the MIT App Inventor homepage, you can go to this link and in a web browser and you can directly open to the main App Inventor. So let's see to the steps what they have given. The first step of creating an app. Here, open the main MIT App Inventor homepage. So using this link, if you open, click on to the create apps. So here you can see the option create apps. So button on the top right corner. You can see to this orange color a box which you can see to the word create apps. So click on to that, which is a first step of creating an app. So the next one, a new window appears where it will ask for you to enter your mail ID and password. So here a new window appears. Enter your existing email ID and password. If you do not have an email account, create it and then use it credentials to sign in. So click on to the next button after clicking your mail ID with a password and then click to the next option. And then third, you can see after you sign in, you will be taken to the terms of service page. To reach the terms of service page, you have to click on the allow button. Here you can see I accept the terms of service. So click on to that allow button to the Google account web page. After reading all the terms and services of page, click on to the I accept the term of this service button, and then after, then you can, it shows that you are agreeing with the terms and services of this application. So a pop-up window will appear. Read to the instructions to the to the welcome to MIT app inventor window. Here you can see to the welcome to MIT app inventor window and click on to the continue button. Here you can see continue button. The inventor projects view will open. Here you can see the app inventor project will be open. Click on to the start a new project. Here you can see, excuse me, start to a new project. And then the create new app inventor project dialog box will appear. Type the project name. Here you can write your project name. Type the project name as display message. So remove this and write your project name, what you're going to create. You cannot give a space in the project name. So here you cannot leave a space. They have used an underscore here. So mind that you cannot give a space in the project name, but you can use an underscore. So after enter your project name, just give click on to the OK. So here you can see the naming the project. I hope it is clear. So the designer window will appear. Here you can see to this designer window, it will appear. So this is a window in which you will be working now. The designer button at the top right corner appears a dull green. So here you can see to the designer button, which is at the top right corner appears a dull green. This indicates that the window is active. So the designer window is divided into four pans. So here you can see the four pans, one, two, three, and four. So palette, viewer, components, and properties. So these are the four things that appears in a window. So palette, what is palette? This pan contains the components that are required to design a graphical user interfaces. So this includes options such as user interface, layout, media, drawing, and animations, and so on. This pan has a screen where the components are arranged to show how the app you design will look. So this is a viewer. So we have seen the four pans: palette, viewer, components, and properties. So viewer is that this pan has a screen where the components are arranged to show how the app you design will look. And next is components. Here you can see to the component pans. So this pen shows the list of the components. So here it shows the list of the components that are arranged on the app screen. It shows a hierarchical view of the components. And the last is a properties. This pen shows the various properties of the selected components. So these properties are used to change the settings of the selected components. Here you can view the components that are arranged on the app screen. The view of an hierarchical components, here you can handle with that. This properties is pan is used to change the settings of the selected components. So from the user interface selections of the palette pan, click on to the label component and drag it to the viewer screen. Here you can see to the label component and viewer is that viewer screen, you have to bring it. So click on to the label component and drag it to the viewer screen. And then you have to select the label one component from the palette pan. This is a palette pan. Here you have to select label one components. So in the properties pan, here in the properties pan, locate the text property and delete its content. So here you have to locate the text property and then you have to delete its contents. So text for label 1. Here we have chosen the component label 1. So here you have to text for label 1. The label 1 component in the viewer pan becomes small after its contents are removed. So this component pan shows the label 1 is selected. So we have selected the component label 1. Here in the property pan, after you entering to the text property, the component pan shows the label 1 as selected. Okay. And then here you can see all these examples here. The property pan, here the property pan shows the blank text property. Here you can see to the blank text property of the label component. Hope it is clear with the steps of handling with MIT App Inventor. And then now we are moving to the coding to the app. So the app you have designed should display a message as soon as it starts. So here what we are doing, we are going to develop an app to show a message. So for that you need a code. Okay, so the app you have designed should display a message as soon as it starts. So to do this, you have to write a simple line of code in the project. Okay, so here also we have some steps. So the line of the code what we are writing that tells the app what to do. And in App Inventor, you use the block editors. So here you can see to the block editors, which is in dull green color, editor window to write a code. Here, using this, you're going to write a code. To access the block editor window for these steps, let's learn one by one. The first thing you have to click on to the blocks button on the top right corner of the app inventor window. So this screen will be available at the top corner of the um, your window. Let me show. Here you can see to that. This is a right corner of your window. Here you can see to the block option given there. So this block editor window appears the block button at the top corner that appears in dull green now, and the designer button appears in white. So you can see to the difference. Here the designer button will appears in white and the block in dull green. So this indicates that the block editor window is active. Okay, so the block editor window is divided into two panes, that is block and a viewer. Okay, so here you can see it is divided into two things. First thing is blocks and the next thing is viewer. Okay, the keep in mind the block editor window is divided into two panes. The first one is blocks and the second one is viewer. So the block pane has two types of blocks. The first one is built-in blocks and the screen one blocks. Built-in blocks are seen under the built-in list hierarchies. Okay, so here you can see the built-in and the screen one. So built-in blocks and the blocks seen under in a built-in hierarchies. So these remains the same for every project and screens. So these are available in each project to manage common functions related to the math, control, text, list, colors, and so on. The screen one block, see, the screen one block are seen under the screen list hierarchy and correspondent to the components present on the app screens. So these are different for different projects and screens. The necessity what you are needed with and you have to select from that. Okay. So when a component is placed on the app screen, it is displayed under the screen list hierarchy. Here, whatever the component you are choosing, it will be appear into the screen list hierarchy. When you click onto the component, it shows the corresponding blocks required for the code. So what it shows? A blocks which is required for the code. The viewer pan, here you can see to the viewer pan. Here in this pan have the workspace, backspace and trashes. Here we can see the trash and this is a workspace or backspace. All these things. So workspace, it is an area where you arrange and assemble the blocks to make a program. And the backpack is that it is a feature which is used to copy the block and paste them into another project. So backpack is used to copy the blocks and paste it to the another project. Okay, and the trash is like a recycle bin which is used to remove the unrequired blocks from the workspace. So workspace where you can arrange and assemble the blocks. So if you don't want, you can use the recycle bin, that is a trash, to remove the unrequired blocks from the workspace. Okay, here when you click on to the screen one, here we have seen the screen one from the block pan. So the corresponding blocks are displayed in the viewer plan. So what you're selecting here under the screen, the corresponding thing will be presented in your viewer pan. So locate the block when screen one initialize do and drag it to the workspace. So workspace is here. So the thing what do you or what block you have to locate, so you can select to that and drag it to the workspace. Okay, so then click on to the label under screen 1. Here in this picture you can see you have to click on to the label 1. We have chosen the label 1 as a component, right? So this whatever the component we are choosing, it will be visible under the screen 1 hierarchy. We have learned that too, so it will be visible. We have selected the label 1 component, so it is visible under the screen. So click on to the label 1 under screen 1. A screen like this up will be appear. Here you can see when you're selecting to the label under the screen 1, the screen will be appear like this. In this screen, locate the block set1 dot text 2. So drag it to the fit inside the when screen 1 initialized to do a block on the workspace, the block set label 1 text to uh, will show some text inside the label. Okay, here you can see to the texts inside the label. As this block is placed inside the when screen 1 is initialized and to do blocks, the app will display this text inside the label. Okay, and adding a label to screen. Here, when screen 1 initialize, here you can see to this. When screen 1 initialize, you can see to that label 1. Here you can see to this text. So as this block is placed inside when the screen 1 initialized to do block, the app will display this text inside the label. And then click on text under the built-in blocks. Here, under the built-in blocks, you can see to the text. Click on to that built-in blocks and locate the empty block of text string as shown in the picture. So when you click onto the text, this content will be open. Here you're going to add a text. Okay, so drag it to the fit. Like it looks like a puzzle. Here you have a space. The thing what you have to add, you can just drag it from here and then add it here. Okay, next picture, if you see to this, you can see here. So they have selected this text box and then they have inserted here. So what they are saying, drag it to fit inside the set label text. So to block on the workspace, the empty block of text string is called a text block. So it is called as text block. So empty text box that is added here. So write this message inside the pink text box. So write the message here. Here you can see it is very easy to develop app in App Inventor. So they have written this content into this empty text box which we have selected and added to the label 1 component. Okay, and then the final thing is we are going to run the app now. So when the design and the code of your app is final, so when it comes to the final stage, you have to test the app to see how it works in a real or virtual mobile devices. So whatever the thing if you have done, you will be checking, you'll be rechecking whether it is working it properly or not. So it is necessary to check. So after doing all these steps, when you come to a final stage, you have to test the app to see how it is works in a real or a virtual mobile devices. So the app inventor provides both options to test and run the app. Okay, test is like or we are going to test all things the steps what we have done is all in a proper way, and the run the app is that with the code whether it is running properly or not. So that we are going to test the app in a real mobile device. So what we have to do means download the AI companion app on your mobile devices to test your app in a real mobile devices. So you have to download this app, and then or you can use a virtual mobile or emulator on your computer screen to test the app. So if you want to check it in your mobile devices, you have to download the AI companion app, or whether you have it is comfortable for me to test in my computer screen means that's fine. You can use a virtual mobile or emulator on your computer screen to test the app. So you can download this form under this a link which is given here. So to run the app, we have to follow some steps. Click on to the designer. So here you can see to the designer here. So if we are working with some specific window, the dull green will represent that particular window will be in an active mode. So we are working with a block window, so that time you can see to the block button is in dull green, so that shows it is in active mode. So now we are going to run the emulator, so that it shows the designer is it's in a dull green, so it shows that it is designer mode is in a active mode. So click on to that designer button to open a designer window from the content drop down list. So click on to the emulator here. When you click onto that, so you can see to the emulator, click on to that. Emulator is a hardware or a software that enables the computer system. It acts like a host to behave like another computer system. Okay, so the app inventor will start connecting to the emulator, so a virtual mobile screen will appear. It will start the companion app to test your app. So so a virtual, when you clicking on to the emulator option, then app inventor will start to connect with the emulator and the virtual mobile screen will be appear. Here you can see the virtual mobile screen picture, so it will start the companion app to test your app. So here till now we have done one application, we have developed an applications. Here we are going to run the app. So for that you have this virtual mobile screen will be visible, so that will start the companion app to test your app. So the app starts running now on the emulator and shows the final output for the app name display message. So display underscore message is that project name what given in the example. But what we are going to give the name, what we have done with the project name means that will display there. Okay, for that the emulator will display the message. So uh, you have seen that here we have given the text. It is easy to develop an app in your app inventor. So whatever the text you are giving here it's your output, it shows your output. So the message we have given here, it is easy to develop app in the inventor, that will be visible here in that virtual mobile screen. Here I have just showed the app that displays a message through the virtual mobile screen. So whatever the message you are giving into that pink box, that will be appeared here. So that shows your output, your application works, that your application works properly. So that message what we are entered there, it will be displayed in your message virtual mobile screen. Okay, so here I've just shown an example picture, so don't get confused with that both things. As soon as you emulator window starts, so the message what you have entered, it will be run in the virtual mobile screen as your output. Okay, hope you have understand about developing an app. In this chapter we have learned all these things, how to develop, and we have learned these steps, how to use the tools and how to follow the steps to develop an app. Hope it is interesting, and try it if you have your laptops, computer or mobile. If you have these devices, you can try it on your own, try to create your own um, app using these steps. So let me present a small video related to this developing an app.
Hi guys, this is Saurabh. In this video, I'm going to explain you about MIT App Inventor. So here are some points of this video. So first point, what is MIT App Inventor? Second, login into MIT App Inventor. Then explain some options of MIT App Inventor. 4. Create very simple app. So here we go. First, open your browser and type here MIT App Inventor. And you will see this option about App Inventor website, and here you will see the option of this button create apps. Click on this. Now you will see here the option uh, for sign in. So I'm going to sign in using Google account. Right, and here they will ask for some term of services. Read it carefully and I accept the term of service. Simple. Now here we are. That's our dashboard. Continue. And here's some basic examples. So I'm going to close this, right? And here you can see there's a lot of options here like projects. So the option of my projects, start new project, import file and export file, import from repository. So .aia is the extension of your MIT App Inventor app. So whenever you try to import some app from another source, so you have to import .aia file. And here is the option of connect AI campaign emulator USB to test your app, right? And the third one is build. So you can create your app APK, and there is a citing option and there is a help option. So first we are going to create here simple app. So here you need to click on start new project, and your app name is I'm going to just image display, and here you are not going here you cannot use the space in your app. Okay, so click on OK. Now this will take some seconds to open your dashboard. So here is our app screen here now. So here is a lot of options so you can use, and here you can add screen also. So in this app we are going to use only one screen here, and now we are going to use here a lot of option here: user interface, layout, media, drawing, animation, map, sensor and storage also. So we will learn one by one. So first we are going to use here layout. So first thing we are going to use here vertical scroll arrangement or vertical arrangement. So vertical arrangement is good for us for right now, and this height should be full parent and width is also full parent, like this. Now we need to use here one button like this, and second one is image like this. So here's option, you can align top. So I'm going to use center, and alignment is also center like this. And I'm going to use here some pictures. So click on image, and here you have to click on none option picture, upload file, and upload one file from your desktop. And I'm going to use here Mario PNG. Okay, great. So it's uploaded. Now height it should be fill parent, and width is also fill parent. So it look like this. Right, great. So click on your button, and I'm going to rename this uh, button. So rename this up should be something magic, and click on OK. And our button name is magic, and display something is also magic. And here we just do some design in our button. So font size should be something 20, and background color something you can custom. You can use either custom color also. So I'm going to use this one, and my text color should be white, for right now. And here's the option of save. So I'm going to use a rounded button, and this one is fine, and height and width. So if I'm going to use it, fill parent is not the good option. Okay, no, it's not looking really well. So I'm going to use their percentage. So I'm going to use the 10. This okay, this one is good, pretty good, right? So I'm going to hide this image, and whenever I click on this button, so this image will show. All right. So I'm going to visible off click on this, and like here you can see there's nothing in this, and you have to just paste in value button. So I have to write some code in my block section. So here is the design section, and that one is block section. Click on block. That's one, and now click on this magic. That's our button name. So when magic dot click, okay, so drag and drop this, then image. So set image picture to, so just drag and drop. So it should be visible. So you can use their option is there's one option already. Option is set image visible to true. So I'm going to remove this. You can remove it from here and set this and type here true. No, true. Fine. So like this, and fine. So whenever someone click on your uh, button, so image will be displayed in your screen. Okay. So that's very simple app. So I'm going to test this app on my mobile phone. So here you can see that option, that app MIT AI2 campaign. So you have to install this app in your mobile phone, in your Android. So I'm going to install this. Okay, that's my mobile phone. I'm going to install this on my mobile. Second 10 minutes to install device. So okay, fine, install. So now I'm going to test this. So here's the option of connection. So click on AI campaign and open your app. Open your app. So open your app. So here you can see, you can search MIT App Inventor AI2 campaign, and now continue without Wi-Fi. No, using Wi-Fi here to find. I'm using here Wi-Fi. Now scan QR. Click on scan QR. And here this code simply, and wait for some seconds. This will scan your. This app will show in our mobile screen. So here you can see that's our app. So whenever I click on this button, you will see that image is here. So that's very simple app to create. Okay, that's the starting point of MIT App Inventor we are going to use here. So make this app as an EPK file. So here is the option of click on build and save.apk to your computer first thing, and click on this, and you can install this app. You can transfer this app APK from your desktop to your mobile and install this app. Otherwise, you can use second option to scan QR code from your mobile and download APK directly to your phone. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me on comment. In the next chapter, we will learn how to change the icon of your app and do some settings and learn more component and do more in MIT App Inventor. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like my video and subscribe my channel for more updates.
So hope you have learned how to develop an app. So from this video, I hope you have made clear with this. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.